Hey, I just wanted to talk tonight about how loneliness can actually lead you to the peace that you're seeking. And one of those ways is by understanding what the loneliness is really trying to tell you. Now, you've probably heard my story about how, like, I was deeply, darkly lonely during my divorce, and I really, really, really wanted to go out there and get particularly male attention, right? I just really was seeking that male attention because I just was in a really dark place. And it was kind of like my aha moment because I recognized, like, girl, you were lonely even before the divorce. And when I really thought back to it, I was, very lonely during the marriage, and I was lonely even prior to the marriage. So the truth was, I knew something was going on. I just needed to stop trying to outrun this feeling. And I actually just consciously, what I call consciously surrendered to this loneliness. And luckily for me, it was the first step in my healing journey. So I'm going to share some conscious steps that you can take to embrace this loneliness so that you can use it in your own healing journey, and you don't have to spend months and years, staying this way like I did. So the first step is like acknowledging and embracing the loneliness. Don't get on your smartphone, don't distract yourself, don't jump into the dating world and try to find a woman who wants you again, because that's the last thing you need to do. I would ask you to really sit with these feelings and allow what comes up. And the second step is set the intention for seeing what's beneath this, because your loneliness is really masking deeper feelings of inadequacy. For me, my loneliness was masking a deeper sense of unlovability and my healing, or my abandonment wounds. And so what I recognized when I was sitting in that basement, crying, crying, crying my eyes out in some strange woman's basement, I recognized, like, oh, you know what? This feels like, oh, I'm not lovable. And when I kind of allowed those deeper feelings to surface, I realized that it was really connected to the fact that my alcoholic father, my biological father, had abandoned me shortly after my parents' divorce. And somehow I felt that, wow, if my own father doesn't love me, then I must be unlovable. And it was in that, like, aha moment, that awareness, and that I realized that I was really struggling with abandonment wounds. And for me, my loneliness was really just masking the deeper feelings of unlovability. I really just, if I'm not, my own father doesn't love me, I must not be lovable. And so that's why I was seeking out that male attention. It was all connected to my abandonment wound from my father. So when you make that connection and you identify the root of that, then you have to connect it to when it first started and what you needed in that moment. So I give my clients different exercises depending on what manifests for them or what that wound really is. But for me, what I did, I recognized at about 5 years old. You've probably seen that picture because I posted in the group quite a bit of me in the bangs, right, rocking the little bowl cut. So what I did, or what I've learned to do, is to get out that picture and write a letter to that little girl and give her that acknowledgement and give her all the love that she needs. And so I kind of go into like a reflective meditative state and really go deep and say, okay, what is it that that little girl is needing to hear? What am I needing to hear in those moments? And I've done this quite a few times actually, and written her a letter, and I'm looking at that picture and getting into that moment and writing her a letter and giving her all the words that she needs to hear. And for different clients, it's been a little bit different, a little bit variation on that theme. And I've had, clients who didn't get the acknowledgement from their father because they've Their father was kind of a stern, emotionless guy. So they didn't feel physically abandoned by their father, but they felt emotionally abandoned by their dad. He wasn't there for them, he wasn't connected for them. So we go inward and we look at, okay, what is your little boy needing to hear in these moments? What's when do you first feel this? What is it that you're feeling? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you feel? And then what are you needing in these moments? And then you have to give yourself what it is that you're needing, because you can't heal internal problems with external solutions. Only you can give yourself what you're needing. You can't get it from someone else. You have to give yourself that sense of peace, that sense of worthiness, or the fact that like you matter, right? You tell yourself, I matter. I'm going to acknowledge myself for everything. I'm not going to deny myself the acknowledgement, because I see that. I see so many people carry on that pattern into their adulthood and they're not even aware of it. They punish themselves in a sense. It's totally subconscious, but they don't give themselves the acknowledgement because they think they have to earn the approval, or they have to earn a rest, or they have to earn their love or earn something. But I'm saying give it to yourself unconditionally, because that's what your father did. Your father did that to you. So don't withhold that from yourself. Give it to yourself. So that's the key. Those are the three powerful shifts that if you use and recognize what your loneliness is masking, will really take your healing journey to another level, or really make you feel so free and help you to feel at peace no matter what's going on around you externally. Now, I've shared some of those tools and insights in my Finding Peace Again After Divorce masterclass. And I've shared many, many, many other tools too. So you can learn to let go and gain closure, how to trust again, how to create healthy boundaries in your life so you feel secure, and how to let go of loneliness and abandonment wounds. So if you haven't signed up for that masterclass, it's only going to be available for a week. So I suggest you shoot me over a DM, or write a comment here in the link, and I'll get my team to send it on over to you tomorrow. So, all right, I am so looking forward to hearing from you. All right, we will see you soon. All right, bye bye. Good night.